Don't blame aging. Because it's not your age that's draining your strength. It's the emptiness inside. Low blood, low nutrients. A lack of what makes your body even want to wake up. Just one small spoon each night. No pills, no procedures, no false promises. And then, the next morning, you may feel something you thought you'd lost years ago. They told you to accept it. That after 60, you should start letting go. That men don't recover anymore. I'm here to say the opposite. And hundreds of my patients are living proof. If you still wake up feeling like something's missing, if your body stays silent in a way that feels unnatural, then maybe it's time to try something truly simple. 1 spoon before sleep. And the next morning, you'll understand, your body never left you. I'm Dr. Mariah and I stand with the men who've suffered in silence. My name is Mariah. I'm a men's health specialist. In over 30 years of practice, I've met thousands of men over 60 each carrying something no one dared to name, a quiet retreat from their own bodies. I don't just prescribe. I listen. I let them speak, sometimes through tears, sometimes with nothing more than a bowed head. I still love my wife, doctor, but I don't know what to do. My body, it doesn't respond the way it used to. I don't want her to see me disappointed in myself. I used to believe aging made these things inevitable. But as I dug deeper into blood flow, nitric oxide, and nutritional deficiency in the reproductive system, I realized, it's not age that kills desire. It's neglect. And so I began trying new approaches. No pills. No hormones. No pressure. Just 1 small spoon each night. A simple, time-honored blend. A quiet message to the body. I haven't given up on you. I'm still here and I want you to come back. Patient by patient, story by story, I began to see different mornings. Eyes a little brighter. Steps a little stronger. And confidence returning even when no words were spoken. So if you're watching this video and there's still a part of you that hasn't let go, let me tell you this. Your body isn't out of chances. It's just waiting to be nourished the right way. And sometimes it all begins with just 1 small spoon. Before bed. It's not testosterone. It's not aging. It's blood and starvation. I know you've probably thought this before. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe my testosterone has dropped. Maybe I'm not a man like I used to be. No, when I say this with full respect and medical truth. You're not low on hormones. You're not broken. The real issue is blood. It's the blood that no longer flows freely down below. It's the blood vessels shrinking, blocked, stiff. It's the lack of nitric oxide, the messenger that tells vessels to open so blood can reach where it needs to go. I've seen it with my own eyes on a Doppler screen, a 68-year-old man, in generally stable health, but the blood wasn't reaching the penis. Not because he had no desire. Not because his testicles stopped working. But because his body was starving. It needs blood. It needs micronutrients. It needs signals from the nervous system that say, I still need you, I still want you to come alive. And yet, every nutrient-poor meal. Every rushed night of sleep. Every year passing in silence, we've been starving that deeper part without even realizing it. And when there's no response, you blame testosterone. You blame your wife. You blame aging. You blame yourself. But it's a vicious cycle. We've been wrong from the very beginning. I want you to look at your body not with regret but with the eyes of a homeowner who just found a blocked water pipe. It doesn't mean the house is broken. It just needs to be unclogged. And I'm here to show you a very simple way to start doing that tonight. I remember very clearly the day James came back to my clinic. He was 68. Tall. A face that once carried confidence, but that morning, his eyes looked lost. Staring at the floor for a long time. I asked, "Is something going on, James?" He took a deep breath. Then exhaled, like he was bracing to say something hard. "Doctor, I still feel desire. I still feel love for my wife, but my body doesn't respond anymore. It doesn't show up. I feel useless. Like an empty shell. I stayed silent for a moment. Not because I didn't know what to say, but because I knew this wasn't just James's story. This is the silent pain of millions of men over 60 who don't know who to tell. I asked James, "Would you believe me if I said, there's something simple you can start tonight?" He raised an eyebrow, skeptical. I reached into the drawer and took out a small jar. Inside was a simple blend based on a traditional formula, just one small spoon taken before bed. I didn't promise a miracle. I simply said, let your body be nourished again. Gently, consistently, without pressure. 10 days later, James emailed me, just one sentence, "It's working, Doc. I'm starting to feel like me again." 3 weeks later, he came in for a follow-up. This time, he walked a little lighter. There was warmth in his eyes. Not because a miracle had happened, but because he began to believe his body was still alive. And I believe, if you're still watching this, maybe you're just like James was that day. You don't have to say a word. I understand. And you're not alone. One spoon so small, but enough to awaken an entire bloodstream that's been asleep. James didn't take medication. He didn't need testosterone supplements. He didn't rely on any machines. It all began with one spoon. Before bed. Every night. A very simple blend. One that had been forgotten for decades. I call it the warrior's spoon, because this formula was once used by soldiers before heading into battle. When they needed checkmark strong blood flow, checkmark a calm heart, checkmark sharp focus, checkmark and full readiness both on the battlefield and their wedding night. The ingredients? Nothing mysterious, but perfectly paired. Beetroot, the deep red root that naturally boosts nitric oxide in the blood. As nitric oxide rises, blood vessels relax and open, letting blood flow exactly where you need it most. Raw honey, rich in natural glucose, it stabilizes blood sugar through the night and nourishes the sympathetic nervous system, the part that controls nighttime physiological response. Balsamic vinegar supports digestive enzymes and micronutrient absorption, enhancing nighttime circulation and reducing mild pelvic inflammation. That's it. Just 3 ingredients, but when combined in the right ratio, at the right time, they become a nutritional signal to the body. A gentle whisper to your blood vessels, nerves, and hormones, wake up. We still need you. You are still a man. I don't promise miracles overnight. But after 5 to 7 days, nearly every patient tells me the same thing. I feel something is shifting. Not full strength yet, but it's no longer silent. I'm sleeping deeper, waking up lighter, and I'm beginning to believe again, this is not a drug. Not a stimulant, it's simply the right food at the right time. 1 spoon each night. No one has to know. Just you and your body beginning a new journey. And if you're wondering, how could something so simple make such a powerful difference? Then in the next part, I'll explain with both science and heart. Because a man's body is more than just biology. It's pride, it's blood, it's memory, and it's strength. It's not that your body is broken, the blood's just been asleep. And the nerves haven't been touched in too long. Did you know erections aren't just about testosterone? They're a full symphony. Between blood, nerves, emotions, and even gut calmness. And if just one part of that goes quiet, the whole system falls silent. 1. Beetroot. Awakening blood flow. Red beetroot contains a high level of natural nitrate. When it enters the body, nitrate converts into nitric oxide. No, a tiny molecule, but incredibly important. What does nitric oxide do? It opens up blood vessels. It clears a path for blood to reach the outer zones, including the sexual organs. When there's enough the penis doesn't need to be forced. It naturally responds to emotion, touch, and intimate memory. It's not a drug, it's your body remembering itself. 2. Honey, soothing the nervous system. Honey isn't just sweetness. It's clean fuel for the central nervous system. During sleep, your body needs to reset the sexual nerve axis, but that only happens when the nerves are calm, not overwhelmed. Honey helps lower cortisol, gently reduces stress, and provides glucose to keep the brain steady through the night. At night, the goal isn't to perform, it's to restore readiness, reclaim confidence, and reconnect body and mind. 3. Balsamic vinegar. Activating the gut. Did you know the small intestine is where serotonin is made? That's the hormone that shapes both mood and desire. Balsamic vinegar gently stimulates digestive enzymes, wakes up the gut, calms hidden inflammation, and helps absorb key nutrients like zinc, B vitamins, and iron, the very building blocks of testosterone. Vinegar also helps stabilize nighttime blood sugar, preventing sugar crashes that disrupt hormones and leave you tired by morning. In short, beetroot opens the blood. Honey feeds the nervous system. Vinegar awakens the gut and hormone flow. Together, they form a quiet circle of rebirth. No force, no dependency, no side effects. Just giving your body what it's been missing for years. And if your body has been silent, it doesn't mean you're past your prime, it means no one's spoken to it the right way. Now, with just 1 spoon before bed, you're sending that message again. And your body is listening. I'm not asking you to change your whole life. No need to quit your meds. No need to hit the gym. No need to promise anything big. I'm simply inviting you to try one small thing. Each night. Before you go to sleep. Take a small spoonful of the blend. Place it in your mouth. Slowly. Like a quiet blessing to yourself. Then turn off the lights. No expectations. No pressure. Just let your body be still and heal. Do this for the first 3 nights. Don't look for results, just notice small shifts. A deeper sleep. A gentler morning. A sigh, without disappointment behind it. By day 7, many men tell me, I'm not fully back yet, but I'm not hopeless anymore. Something is starting to wake up inside me, and that's when the real journey begins. Don't rush to share it with anyone. Let this be a secret between you and your body. A small ritual, just enough to stir a blood flow that's been quiet for far too long. Try this for 7 nights. 1 spoon. No pills. No pressure. Just a ritual your body has been waiting for. Maybe you've thought to yourself, maybe my time has passed. Maybe this body just doesn't respond anymore, or worse, you felt ashamed avoiding your partner's eyes. But I want you to know this from the bottom of my heart, after 3 decades as a doctor. You are not broken. You've simply been starved of belief and care. Your body has never betrayed you. It's just been waiting for a signal. For the right kind of touch. For someone to say, you're still needed. You're still a man. Those blood vessels are not dead. They're just malnourished. Missing signals. Lacking hope. And now, with 1 small spoon each night, you're sending that message back. Come back to life. Come back to me. The man I used to be. I'm not promising you'll feel 30 again. And this isn't magic. But I know this. A body that is listened to, nourished with kindness and understanding, it begins to heal. To remember. To rise. And when that happens, you won't just feel revival in your body, but in your gaze, your sleep, your voice, your stride. You'll see, you never lost your manhood. You just forgot how to call it awake. This journey doesn't need to be loud. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. And if you still carry questions in your heart, I understand. Every healing journey needs clarity, peace, and trust. So before you begin, let me answer the questions that many men have asked me before. Not with theory, but with real experience, emotion, and careful listening. These are the things you need to know before you give yourself this second chance. Question 1. How long should I use this blend? Answer. I usually recommend my patients use it for at least 7 consecutive nights, to allow your circulation, nervous system, and hormones to restart. After that, you can continue as a calm nightly ritual, no pressure, no dependency. It's like watering a plant that's been dry for years. It takes a few nights for the soil to soften, then you'll start to see new life appear. Question 2. Are there side effects? Do I need to consult a doctor? Answer. The blend is made from natural ingredients, no drugs, no dependency, no impact on blood pressure. But if you're under treatment for serious illness, diabetes, heart disease, please consult your doctor for peace of mind. This is not a miracle drug, it's nourishment for the life of your blood vessels. Question 3. Do I need to change my diet or exercise? Answer. Not required. But if you drink enough water, reduce sugar at night, and walk a little each morning, you'll likely see faster results. Recovery is always a harmony of small things. Question 4. I'm not used to eating before bed. Any alternatives? Answer. Just 1 spoonful, it won't cause bloating or indigestion. If still uncomfortable, try taking it an hour before dinner instead. The key is gentle, consistent rhythm. Question 5. How long until I see results? Answer. Many feel deeper sleep after 2 to 3 nights. Stronger erections and physical sensitivity often improve after 7 to 10 days, especially for those who felt numb for years. Don't count the nights, just listen for the subtle changes in your breath, your sleep, your eyes in the mirror. Question 6. I've tried many enhancement pills, why didn't they work? Answer. Because most pills only force a reaction, they don't restore the source. Without blood flow, without nerve response, no pill can truly help. This blend doesn't boost, it heals. It doesn't push you up, it lifts you from within. Question 7. I'm over 70, is it too late for me? Answer. I have a patient, age 76, after 3 weeks, he could sleep more deeply and started feeling warmth down there again. There's no such thing as too late, only a body that hasn't yet been heard the right way. If this message means something to you, save this video so that on tired nights, you'll remember. Just 1 small spoon is enough to relight the flame.